Evernote is all about serving as your very own extra memory. The app allows you to store text, pictures, and audio and easily sync that information between devices. I sat down with Amy Gu, the general manager of Evernote's China office. When I asked her what was Evernote's recipe for success in China, she said it all began by choosing the right name.
So when we launched in May 2012, which is 2 years ago, we gave our apps Evernote a Chinese name, which is 印象笔记. So it has two meanings in Chinese. So the first one is very obvious. It is called, so 印象 means memory in Chinese, and 笔记 means notes in Chinese. So it's memory notes, which we hope to help people remember everything. But coincidentally, there's another meaning for it. So the second character, 象, actually means elephant. So it it's so similar with our elephant logo there. And elephant in Western world means elephant never forgets. And in China, when people say that elephant, they were like, oh, that is 印象笔记, or that is Evernote. So that helps us help our users to remember our apps in a kind of like graphic way.
So whoever came up with that name must be gotten rewarded well, right?
Yeah, so actually it came from our users. So before we enter into China, before we launch in China, we did a big user survey among users, say, hey, if you are going to name Evernote in Chinese, what you're going to call it? And we have tens of users just coming to us saying, oh, I like this, I like that.
And how much has user feedback from China played a part in your global product?
We have our customer support people to talk to users all the time to get their feedback. And then every week, every day, we summarize all the feedback and then send back to our headquarters in California. And our product manager will look at those and say, hey, something looks very good, something is very interesting, and then try to plan those in our roadmap, product roadmap for the next release. I think right now, I would say, a lot of the feedbacks, a lot of product features we have here are actually coming from the Chinese user feedback, together with other countries as well.
What was the most difficult thing to overcome in taking the app from the US and making it different in China?
I think so we paid a lot of effort in trying to translating all the words within the app to make them sound natural in Chinese. And we try to put a lot of features such as sync only under Wi-Fi. Those type of features to the Chinese users so that they don't have to concern about their data traffic using Evernote. And I think those things are the most difficult things, not only for US companies, but for everyone in the market.
What do you think was the smartest move that Evernote has made that has allowed it to succeed so far?
Well, I think for us, we have been putting a lot of effort in social media. I think social media has been huge, for the past years globally, but especially in China, it probably takes a bigger role in China compared with here in US. So I think working with local partners is, one of the greatest things that ever happened to us. Right now, there are a lot of wonderful apps in China. So we work with WeChat by allowing people to save their WeChat message into Evernote just by a few clicks. And people really enjoy it because, WeChat, they have a lot of information going on, and they want to save the most important ones to them. And, I think WeChat is also growing very fast in the past. So by working with them also help us gaining a lot of exposure in the local audience. So we do appreciate, the value that our partners bring us so far. We always have a lot of partners. I mean, even like they probably have similar businesses with us, somehow you can still find things to work on together.
And according to General Manager Amy Gu, another important factor contributing to Evernote's success in China is the decision to establish an overseas data center inside China. Due to firewalls, Chinese users who want to access overseas networks often have to deal with slow connection speeds. That can make syncing data a nightmare. The solution for Evernote is to host its servers within China. Michelle.
All right. Thank you so much. Mark New live in Silicon Valley.